Hello everybody, it's Joe here and welcome back to OMSI 2. Today we're back on Gainsborough V4 and we're actually going to be driving the route in passenger service today. After I did a video yesterday, day before, saying, oh yeah, by the way, this map's brilliant but we can't drive it in service because the off file doesn't work, MrMoose very kindly sent me a working HOF file. So yeah, here we are in the Enviro 400. It's the 10.9 metre version with the low height and a void gearbox. Now they do actually use these vehicles on the route in real life. Why is nobody buying tickets or scanning anything? I've got ticket selling turned off, that's why. Have I been driving German buses? I must have been. Oh no, it's from when we were in London, isn't it? Have I not driven a route in service since then? Flipping heck. Yeah, so we're using that 10.9 metre version. Now I'm just going out on a limb here. I've never been on these vehicles, but I am assuming that that they use this, the Voith gearbox, as is traditional with Stagecoach. Not many Stagecoach vehicles have ZF, particularly only the X-First vehicles. We'll shut that door because it's a little bit loud in here. But yeah, so Studio Polygon MMC. I still think that this holds the record as my favourite double-decker to drive on OMSI currently. Something's happened with my anti-aliasing. I think I updated the drivers so it looks really jaggedy at the edge. I apologise about that. I'll work out how to sort that, possibly. But yeah, we're going to be driving the route in service just as far as Gainsborough today. I would absolutely love to drive the whole route all the way to Lincoln, but unfortunately due to some time constraints with, you know, real life, I am having to just cut it short at Gainsborough, but I'm sure it'll be a lovely drive. I've also done a little bit of tinkering on the AI list. I don't know if we'll see that today, purely and simply because of the short nature of the route, but this particular route now does all have these vehicles, the Interconnect, and if you look, the reg plate is wrong. The AI vehicles do all have the correct reg plates and fleet numbers, so yeah, exciting stuff. It's not a Reaver, but I thought you know, we'd treat ourselves to a little bit of realism. So here we are at Scotter Village Green, where we finished in the last video, and we are going all the way back to Gainsborough. It's a nice foggy day because a couple of people did complain that they didn't like driving on maps where you can just kind of see into the abyss. You know, you can just see for miles and miles and miles and miles, which is kind of what it's like in, do you know what, I'm going to put some headlights on, there we go, a little bit foggy, isn't it? It's kind of what it's like in Lincolnshire, you know, it's just flat. I don't know if I've mentioned about Lincoln before, but it's just flat, there's not a lot to see, not a lot to do. Ooh, I think you've taken that van's wing mirror off, son. And you, flipping heck. The usual OMSI traffic calibre. Obviously, with it being a little bit foggy, we're going to have to take our time, aren't we? So we've got the Scotter Primary School on the left there. Would that be the Scotter Primary School that looks like Hogwarts? We've done a lot better coming out of Scotter, haven't we? Because if you remember going in, we nearly ran someone over. They just appeared out of a building. I imagine I'm going to come flying down here and there'll be a right-hand turn. I think did we go through that other little village first? I can't remember. Oh, it's not registered that I've stopped at Scotter Village Green. Right, okay. That's interesting. I mean, you all saw that I did. Right, hang on, we'll have to pull in at the next stop and rectify that. I don't know if there's a way you can skip it. You used to just be able to press Q, didn't you? That only seems to work with the ticket machine on the SD200s. I think that's the announcements anyway, isn't it? Oh, it's a miserable day, isn't it, in Lincolnshire? But hopefully nobody will be complaining. I can see too far, I don't like it, because you can absolutely see the square root of bugger all here. Let's have a nice photo. Oh, so this is Scotton. I see. So Scotter and Scotton are different things, obviously. The people of Scotton fuming that I've compared them to the people of Scotter down the road. Let's just have a... Ooh, lovely, 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 lovely. The repaint, of course, today is by Mr. Daring, from Fellows Film Studios. Link, as always, in the description. Let's have a bit of that. Oh, can we? Oh, heck, we're in a field. I like what he's done to, like with the zigzag effect, to just create the long grass. I think that's brilliant. Ah, splendid. Right, back to it. So we're in Scotton now. This is this really nice village where I was saying we could live, isn't it? Well, not all of us together. I think that'd be quite a cramped house. Me, myself, my other half, and all the parrots and dogs. I'm sure that'd be brilliant living here. Lovely little... it reminds me of... oh, what's it called in West Country? Not Berry Pomeroy, the other one. Thornford Regis. You know, with like the old stony style cottages. Right, so Scott and Pub, we'll just pull in here for a tickety-boo while we sort out the timetabling issue. Right, hang on, so we'll stop there. Where's my doodah? Oh, hang on, don't spin round. I forget we're not driving the Master Switch vehicles where it appears in the middle of the windscreen. Right, Scotter to Lincoln, number 2. So we'll cancel that, and then we'll just pop it back in again. Because obviously that's going to think we're at Lincoln. There we go. And Scott and Pub. Scott and Pooib. Pooib. Yeah. Oh, I hadn't noticed that in the corner. Scott and Pooib. Well, we're there. Maybe it is called the... do you know what? I think that has to be what it... you know, it needs to be called from now on. You need to get, like, a child object and stick it over. And just call it... Oh, it's actually called the Horse and Jockey on here. Yeah, you need to get a thing and stick it over there and call it the Scott and Pooib. Just for sheer prosperity purposes. Right, off we go. Oh, put you away, we don't need you now. We're a little bit early, flipping heck, it's a good job we waited, isn't it? It's a good job we had the timetable debacle. There's obviously plenty of time built into this journey, which is a good thing. You know, there's nothing that I hate more than having to rush. I like to be able to drive my OMSI relatively like you would drive in real life, you know, just kind of taking your time, plodding along. And in true Gainsborough fashion, there's nobody getting on and off the vehicles anywhere. There's a thing here, you're taking that a little bit wide. Christ, what do you think you're driving, a Scania? Articulated lorry? Flipping heck. And they're driving a little taxi. If I was feeling particularly customer focused, I'd have avoided those potholes and gone into the middle of the road. It's a good job I'm not customer focused, isn't it? Or passenger focused even. Oh dear me, I'm having a funny turn. I do particularly enjoy these back roads. It's going to make it a little bit more difficult, because MrMoose did say to me, on these little roads, between like Blythe, I can't remember what the place is called, we'll find out when we get there, won't we, and Scotton, that you have to do no more than 35 and be prepared for oncoming traffic. It's a little bit more difficult when you can't see the oncoming traffic until they're more or less on top of you. Could you imagine if we drove this in the snow? We'd have to just do like 5 miles an hour the whole way. We'd be very late. It's very eerie, isn't it? If this was night time, this would be really spooky. I've been playing a lot of Planet Coaster recently, so I keep looking at the scenery like this, and if it was me, it'd be set to just slightly dusk, and there'd be pumpkins everywhere. Completely irrelevant, I know, to what we're doing now, but just I'd like all this foliage. I like building up the trees, the hedges, and like hiding little lighting up pumpkins in there, so it just looks a little bit spooky. Oh, hang on, we've got a bus stop. Oh, Kel Surprise. I think it was Lawton. He did say MrMoose, bless him, he told me how to pronounce it. Corrected all my ridiculous pronunciations. Blyton, that's the one, not Blythe. Right, so we're... Hey. Oh, you're going left, right? Okay, well we'll have a bit of that. Lovely. Hey, don't slow down, whatever you do, will you? So we go left here, and then I think we go right again, more or less straight away, don't we? I think we do. If memory serves me correct, we like the back roads on this. Any cars behind will be absolutely livid. There we go, yeah, right again. Seems a little bit further than last time, but obviously I am plodding at 30, whereas before I think I've put my foot down. Right, off we go. Into the abyss again on these country roads. It's a shame there's not like the... Have I not got my lights on? Oh, I thought I'd put them on. My apologies. I must have just put my side lights on. I bet this is a pig driving down here, because there's no street lights. You know, like driving down at night. I don't know what he's on about. Vehicle comes, slow down and pull into the side. Me and that taxi just carried on bombing along, no worries. And again from that Mr. Van. How close are we to the edge of the road? Fairly close. It's quite a sharp left-hand bend, if I remember rightly, down here. He's going for it. He's going for it. Maybe we've done the sharp left-hand bend, but here we are in the town of Lawton, the village of Lawton. Motoring along, making good time. We're a minute and a half early. Stop at this Lawton Village Green. I know it's not called the Lawton Village Green, but there we go. We'll just have a minute. Just pop the time on. There's no point us just sat waiting here, is there? We may as well... right, off we go again. Oh, of course, you need to cross the road at that exact moment. Excuse me. Oh, madam! Oh, dearie me, madam. It was here that we had the problem with people running out of buildings, as demonstrated. I thought it was down at Scotland, but obviously not. It was, yeah, you've got to watch them in Lawton. They just come flying out of the buildings. I could have probably stopped for that other lass, but no, I wonder if he's done that on purpose, because those buildings are very close to the road. Maybe they have doors opening onto the road, and people do just fly in and out. I mean, if it's a house, that's an awful lot of traffic to be going in and out of one house. I'd be getting suspicious if I were the neighbours. Oh, slow down. I can do that. Maybe this is where that sharp bend is. There we go, yeah, that's the one. It's a little bit premature. I'm actually really surprised at OMSI, because this is the exact time they usually spawn a vehicle that'll just drive right up to you and stop. Oh yeah, cheers for that. Can't do anything now, can I, other than drive through you? There's normally a vehicle behind, isn't there? Oh, sharp right-hand bend now. Oh, look at that. Professional bus driver, if ever I saw it. Safety of his passengers in mind, yet of course the punctuality of the timetable also. Firmly planted in the back of his head. Back of his head? Back of his mind. Look at that. Just avoid the TX4. Lovely. Oh, there's a caravan park on the right. I'm sure I didn't notice that on the way up. Maybe I did. This is just where you want to be on your holidays, isn't it? Lincolnshire in the mist. At least you can walk around in your caravan with no on. Nobody would be able to see, would they? Oh, heck, sorry, sir. There we go. We'll just. Heck, he wasn't happy that I pulled out on him, were he? Right, away we go. Back on the main road again. I did say, didn't I, we should drive it not in service and see if that road links up and you can drive it. It is very West Country, isn't it? Like, we come off the main road to the left and then we come off the main road to the right, and maybe there'll be an option to drive straight down. Oh, Blighton, 30 mile an hour, so we'll slow down for that. Oh wow, there's a passenger. I think I just about remember how to stop the passengers. Good morning, madam. Oh, it's one of these with the flipping start-stop technology. I don't know. It's weird how it only does it at bus stops a lot of the time. I mean, I have start-stop on my car and I love it, but on the bus it just... I don't know, it's just weird. I just don't like change, obviously. Oh, there's a pub of some sort, run of the mill. Oh yeah, I remember passing that on the way down last time. Oh, citywide. Oh, I'm looking at my ticket machine. I wonder if that's the factory they build Scania citywides in. Now you've just been silly. Well, isn't this nice? Just a nice little jaunt. Just a nice little jaunt there. A couple of bungalows on the left here. Oh, this looks like a railway if ever I saw it running alongside. No, it's not. It's not. Oh, excuse me, Mr. Prius. Oh, that's a looping horn sound effect, isn't it? Right, so those ladies won't get on the bus because the Prius is parked in mid-stop. Ah, that's ludicrous. Come on, ladies. I'll have a photo of that. I'll have to document it as evidence when I get back to the bus depot later. And a good looping sound effect for you, sir, as I drive off. That's the most passengers we've had all journey, pretty much. And they couldn't get on. God, blood pressure's gone through the roof now. That were a lovely, relaxing journey. And now I'm sat here gripping hold at steering wheel. My knuckles are the same colour with those road markings. Oh, look, we can let little old lady on. That's good. At least. Now then, dear. There's plenty of seats available because we've had to leave half that journey behind up there. There you go. I bet she'll stand up. I bet you. Yeah, she's stood up. I don't know. One thing I really do like about this MMC is the sounds. I think it sounds really, really good. The horns sound were a little bit dubious just then. I don't really use the horn. I'm quite a chilled out, pleasant driver. For those of you that rolled your eyes, I saw that. We can both fit through there, can't we, Mr. Taxi? There's room for both of us. Right, it's getting a little bit busier now. Now we're getting to Gainsborough. I think we're getting to Gainsborough anyway. We'll find out, won't we, when... Oop, there we go. Foot down on the old foot brake before we set off. Because I'm a bit used to this enviro now, you see. Do you remember the first time when I couldn't get the damn thing moving? It's like, oh, there's a bug with this. When you open the doors, it don't work. And I had it meticulously explained to me that that was how it works. Oh, they have weird safety features on buses, don't they? So the next stop for us is the Queen Elizabeth High School. I don't think we've got any more dodgy little roads to go down now. I think we can actually get up to some speed. I think, anyway. Oh wait, we're going round on two wheels here. Pilham. Round to the left there. I like how he's included the road signs for little places that, you know, we don't have to go. Well, we don't have to go, we can't go. The map probably ends round the corner. Oh, what's happening? That doo-doo. Is somebody complaining? Oh, East Stockworth. I remember going past there the first time. Yeah, that doo-doo sounds like somebody's complained about me driving and they've all yelled off in Shizer front back of the bus. Maybe they're a more polite group of people in Gainsborough. They don't shout at you. They just text in. This bus driver was driving like an hooligan. With that old lady, when I turned right quite quick, she'll have gone sailing out a window. Serves you right, love, you should be sat down in a seat instead of stood up. Big house on the left there, look at that. Lovely. Another big house. It's just a shame it's on such a busy main road, isn't it? Look at me, looking at virtual property. I'll be on Rightmove next, looking at houses in Lincolnshire. God, we're a little bit late going down here. I imagine I'm meant to be going a bit quicker. However, due to the foggy nature, I'm just taking it a bit more steady. I've dared to go up to 45-ish. 70 kilometres an hour. Oh my god. Oh my lordy lordy. This is this bridge where we squash everyone's spines. Whey! God, if you've got osteoporosis, you'd be a blob line on the floor, wouldn't you, back there? After that, the spine's just caved in on itself. Hecky thump. And I think, is that where the 103 comes from? I think it is, isn't it, if I remember rightly? But I think we're just down into Gainsborough now, aren't we? Anybody for getting off? No? Queen Elizabeth High School, passing it perfectly on time. Look at that number in the red text in the top. 0.0 minutes. Alright, it's 0.1 now, but it was 0.0 when we passed it. That is a bit of perfection from myself, if I do say so. Be great if OMSI had dynamic weather, wouldn't it? Although I do kind of feel that if OMSI did have dynamic weather, it'd blow the game up. It struggles enough sometimes as it is. It'd be really nice if it had dynamic weather, you know, it just clouded over, started drizzling, started torrential raining, got its tantrum over the way and went back to just cloudy, and, you know, that'd be lovely, wouldn't it? Oh, taxis very generously stopping for that little girl to cross the road. Oh, and he's going right as well, you gentleman. I wouldn't have stopped. I'd been straight on that horn. Should have had the looping sound effect. Would have been the last thing should have heard. Right. 0. I don't think... Have we actually made any cash on this bus? I don't think we have we? Duty summary. Yeah. We have made a bean. I mean, obviously these concessionaries, Lincolnshire County Council, Gainsborough Parish Council, somebody will be... right, hang on, how do we go back to us... There we go, back to us numbers, because someone's going to want a single the second I can't access it, aren't they? Yeah, somebody will be subsidising it somewhere, won't they? Because Stagecoach can't run a viable service with this. They just can't. you know, just not making any money whatsoever. Next stop, Northholme. Right, come on, foot down. We can do this. We're on the last lap, as it were. Like these street lights. They seem a little bit, like, just different, don't they? Euro commercials. Oh, there's a van parked in the wall. There's 2 vans parked in the wall. Dear, oh dear me, I hope they've got good building insurance. Oh, those are those warehouse, that building where I said, oh look, there's that nice building over there, and oh, there's the Allen printers, lovely. And I said, oh, that's a slightly crappy building on the right, isn't it? Which is obviously now on the left because we're going back the other way, like, offending the people of Lincolnshire. It's obviously just loading in Gainsborough. There's quite a lot going on in Gainsborough, obviously. I can't believe how this map has evolved, really, when you think about it. It's quite amazing, isn't it, when you think of, like, what the original map was. Oh, hang on, where are my arrows? No wonder I can't see where I'm going. Hang on, where am I meant to be going? Have I taken a wrong turn here? Hang on, I've completely lost myself now. Where am I? Hello? Oh, I'm here. Right, hang on. What's up here? Oh, that's the little little bit. I'm lost. What? Where on earth have I got? Oh, hang on. Yeah, 100 bus station in front. I'm just missing a bus stop thing. That's all. I think I am anyway. Right, it's all fine, everybody. Everything's under control. Marsha's Yard. I mean, I think it's still on Church Street. Maybe I've missed a turn in somewhere. I've just gone, when did I turn the bus stop signs off? I can't remember when I did that. I must have done it, obviously, because there were no bus stop signs on. I was just thinking there's not a lot of direction round here, is there? Don't step out, love, whatever you do. Got a clean record today with no pedestrians been mowed down. I know where we are now. So we've been past the Asda, and this is the bus station. Lovely. Oh, it's skipped to Gainsborough Bus Station now from Church Street. Out of reach going past there. Lovely. We'll just turn that wheel a bit. Oh, just in your own time. Come on, past you go. Lovely. Oh, we're going in front of you, Mr. Red Van. Do with the lick of paint on that. Your bonnet's faded, love. Oh, they've found the stop bell. Probably some poor woman that wanted to get off miles away. She just didn't realise she had to press the bell. She just thought I was picking on her, whizzing past all her stops. Wait. So here we are, arriving into Gainsborough Bus Station. I hope you enjoyed that. I really enjoyed driving it in service. And of course, we haven't seen another bus going the other way, which is a bit of a shame, isn't it? But never mind, it can't be helped. It was showing on the OMSI, on the doodah, that the Interconnect bus does work. If we're going the other way, you know, the livery. That there was one there on the game. So the AI... Oh, there it is. Look, in front. There's one there. Now, hang on. Does the 100... stop at a different stand when going towards... No, of course not. Bus station stand B. You're on my stand, mate. Of course, he's going to Scotter. YX67 VCL. There we go. Look at that. Oh, a bit close. Flipping heck. An inch further. Oh dearie, dearie me. Right, hang on. Oh, you want tickets? Well, I'm not going. It's a change of driver here. Oh, hang on. This is a nightmare. 0. I wanted to get a nice little, a nice little pan in before that bus goes, and it ain't going to happen now, is it? Oh, dearie me. Yeah, 0 fare. Can't you just get on and not say, oh, like him? 250, 60. Dear me. Yeah, put your notes are there. Yeah, lovely, thank you. God, it's busy here, isn't it? There's me like, oh, Gainsborough people. Do you know what? There we go. We're just going to leave that note there. That'll pickle them, won't it? But there we go. That is the Route 100 from Scotter through to Gainsborough. I do hope that you enjoyed that. I've parked too close. I probably meant to leave before he does. But yeah, if you have enjoyed that, please do click the like button. It's always appreciated. And do, of course, let me know in the comments. Are you suitably excited for Gainsborough version 4, Phase 4? I think you should be. It's a great map. And yeah, at some point in the future, we will drive the whole route, I promise you, from Scotter all the way through to Lincoln, or vice versa. But yeah, we'll do that at some stage. It's just, we would have done it today, but obviously a couple of time constraints with real life meant that I couldn't. But yeah, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and hopefully I'll see you all next time. Cheerio! Goodbye for now.